What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Today we have a very important topic. I've been getting a lot of DMs because we've been doing really well with the different midday scans and these different option plays that we've been doing throughout the day, which is something new we've been doing. We've been getting a lot of success with that, and a lot of people did reach out to me asking me about the new scans and how they can grow small accounts. Okay, guys. So what we're really doing today, guys, is I just want to take it a step back and I want to try to help service the community as best as possible and help them to achieve their goals. Whatever size your accounts are, guys, the trading techniques are always going to be the same. And I've designed specific strategies here to really help with small accounts. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, guys, just hit me with a 1 if you're locked in and you're ready to go. And let me go ahead and just retweet this really quickly and get this out to everybody, let them know we're live. I mean, I really feel like this can be life-changing information, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So live now, come for education. Boom. All right, guys. Beautiful. So what we're going to do, first of all, guys, is we're actually going to go backwards, and we're going to start off with the stocks today and really focus in on that. And then we're going to go back to SPY and talk about those opportunities, right? So just to divide this into two categories, you can trade and with your small accounts doing stock options, okay, on a daily basis, or for small accounts, specifically SPY options / futures contracts. So those are the two buckets that we're going to focus on today. All right. And let's start off here with the stock options. So when you are, so I'm going to call this right now. Let's get the pen and the pad out. Let's get a pen and pad alert right now. We're going to take down some critical knowledge. And I want you to write these down and let's just visualize these every single day. You write this down and I want you to put this in your brain. And I want you to really think about this every single day. And if you do this every single day, guys, it's going to become a part of you and it's going to be easier for you to stick to your goals. Okay. And you stay focused on it. So the first thing that we want to do here is we want to talk about looking for a good deal, cheap option premiums. Please write this down. We're looking for cheap option premiums. Okay. This is specifically when you have a small account, guys, you can't go and buy Amazon calls. Okay. Or you can't go buy Tesla calls because they're too expensive. So you want cheap option premiums. Okay, guys, very important. And option premiums, we need to understand a little bit about them. How do they become cheap? Well, they become cheap, guys, when the market is going sideways. Okay, so two words right now. The first one is cheap option premiums, and the second one is sideways, consolidation, chop. When the stock is going sideways, when it's chopping around, what's going to happen to those option premiums? What do you guys think? What's going to happen? Those option premiums are going to start to decay because options by nature, you need to have a move. Okay. You need to have a move right away or relatively soon in order for them to appreciate. Okay. So we're talking about calls and puts, naked calls and puts. So this first part of the strategy, guys, it involves looking for cheap option premiums. Okay. So that's and now let's just talk about a little bit of the mechanics. So what you want to do here, guys, is you want to have if you have below 25K and you're trying to get away from the PDT rule, you can do a cash account for options. So you don't have to deal with that issue at all. Right. And the key now to your success is going to be taking profits. All right. You need to be able to take profits. So I wrote down here 25 to 50% gains where you want to scale out and then you can leave runners. And depending on your size of your account, I'm going to go through a lot of examples with you right now. So I just really hope you guys are locked in. Let's lock in right now. Let's make some money right now. Let's make money. Money is made by the seeds you plant first. So I'm planting the seeds with you here today. Okay. And the harvest is going to come later, but let's focus together. So you might not be able to buy multiple contracts when you first start off. So you won't be able to, take partials and then scale out. So in that case, you're just going to be doing an all or nothing approach, but that's totally fine as well. And what we're going to do now here, guys, is we're going to talk about the actual strategy. So this is very important. So when I first started trading options, I was just like everyone else. I would look at my favorite person on Twitter or whatever, and they would be like, oh, Tesla's up 15%. Or, there's large secret buyer in Tesla right now. And then I would just buy. That's it. I'm just buying straight up. I don't really understand why. I'm just doing it because I think those people, I can trust them. And I feel like they know what they're talking about. So I just do it. And through doing that, guys, I blew up an account. Straight up. I blew up my first account, 20K, gone. And it was basically through options trade. But now, being more mature and trading for 7 years, I've realized this. It's not about being right or wrong on the options. It's about getting a good deal. And the best way to get a good deal is to find consolidation. And that's where I came up with my trading war strategies. That's why I look at inside bars, holy grails, nirvanas, and outside bars. I look at those because they're visually showing me that the stock is getting beat up, it's consolidating, and then I come in and I find those cheap option premiums. Okay, and that's, guys, if you go to my Twitter here, that's why I created the midday scan. Yeah, the midday scan, what it does is it specifically looks for stocks that are in that chop zone, that are going sideways. And I scan the market and I'll get a list of like 100 or 200, and I'll break it down to my top 5, my top 10. And because I trade these stocks all the time, I've been trading for a long time. So I know which ones have better spreads. I know which ones are likely to move. So today, I was able to just focus on Microsoft and Target. And let me show you guys how I did that. Okay, so we can show you an example right now. So the first thing is this. I run the scanners, okay, in my room, Thinkorswim, I have scanners. Run the scanners, it tells me a list of 100 stocks. From there, I'm able to get it to the few that have great volume, as well as specific patterns that I like and the ones that I trade often, because you need to have some familiarity with what you're trading. You can't just trade random things. You need to understand some of that personality behind the stock, right? And you need to get it at a good deal. So today, let's go ahead here. Let's start off with Target, all right? So I'm gonna start. Hit me with a 3 if you're following me right now. Okay, I don't want to go too fast. I'm take my time. So let me just summarize where we are right now. So small accounts, you can use a cash account to avoid the PDT rule. Trading options, very powerful, but you need to scale out and you need to get a good deal. You need a good deal when you're trading options, guys. You don't want to get in when it's at its highs to buy calls. You don't want to get in when it's at the lows to buy puts. That is FOMO trading. And that's what most of the people in the stock market promote because they have other agendas. Okay. But I'm going to share with you what's really working for me based on my testing and based on what I trade. So let's look at this as Target as an example. All right. Okay. So I'm going to replay these candles throughout the day. So the first thing that we have here on Target, guys, is a wide bar. So this is the first hour. It finishes at 10:30. So I run the scans around 11 o'clock. So the first bar comes in, guys. This one catches my attention. And the reason why is this. If you look at the low of the first hour, it was 213.74. And you look at the low of the second hour, it was 213.74. So right away, that caught my attention because it's showing me that, hey, you know what? There's some type of support action happening here. But at the same time, notice how this candle this is what we call a tweezer bottom with the exact same low. But notice how this candle is trading within the range of the first candle. So that's what DK looks like, because essentially we can't break out of the range. And because we're trapped inside the range, option premiums are going to take a hit. The next candle comes in here, guys, and this is the one that really, really caught my attention, because now we had the same lows, and then at the 11:30 close, we had the same highs of 216.61, exactly the same. And now we visually look again, we can see that now all the way until the 11:30 close here, guys, the 12:30 bar, okay, we've been going sideways. And because we're going sideways, we know the option premiums have been decaying. So hit me with a 4 if you guys understand what I'm saying here. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up my broker right here, and I'm going to talk to you about Target. I'm going to tell you what I got in at and what it traded to. And then we can use that as a real example. I'm going to do all my options for the whole week here. All right, guys. Another thing here, guys, man, I'm seeing some of you guys, my friends here, you're sharing your personal information, like your Discord and stuff. Please don't do that on stream, guys. It's not the place for that. All right. Okay. So I have this right here. I'm going to teach you about the strikes and everything as well. We're going to keep it very simple. All right. What's going on, Jonathan? Wait for consolidation, premium decayed, enter a trading wars pattern. Let's get paid. Exactly. Perfect. So now this is what we're going to do. So when this bar closes, I'm going to go to my Discord here, right? So right here. So Microsoft and Target, tweezer top, double inside bar at the moment, as well as I was also looking at Wells Fargo, but I didn't pull the trigger on that one. I did Microsoft and Target today. And then you could see my commentary here when we get filled short. So this, in my room, I also do commentary, but that's not necessary if you guys don't want that. But if you need the guidance, I'm there as well. But anyway, so right here, guys, when this bar closes, now I'm telling myself this. If we break these highs, I want to go for calls. I want to go for calls because I know we've been consolidating for 3 hours, and I know that there's a major resistance here because we rejected here. And if we break through that, then maybe we're going to squeeze. Okay? Maybe we're going to squeeze and push through. All right? And then I'm looking at the other end and I'm saying, well, there's a major support here now because there's a tweezer bottom. And if we break through here, we're probably going to flush. So now I have a range. Okay? So this is my long. Up here is where I want to go long, and down here is where I want to go short. And I already, like, you can visually see it's going sideways. So you know the premiums are going to get hit. So the next thing that I do here, guys, is once we break that level, I'm going to go in. Okay, I'm going to go in right away. So you could see the next bar comes in right here, guys. Boom, we get filled short. Bam. Right there, guys, that move alone is about 25%. Okay, so I got in at $2.51. So I only put $250 on this trade. So this is what I mean for small accounts. I'm investing $250. All right. And it went to a high of 410. Right now it's selling, and now it's trading at 350. Okay. So right there, guys, right now. So on the day, this went to $150 in profit, and I only put in $250. You guys understand what I'm saying there? So you only need $250 and you're making $150 return. That is crazy. But the whole point is that I waited, I'm patient, I'm a sniper. I got the setups, it was decaying, the option premiums were decaying. I saw the pattern. I was patient. I'm not like these guys that are pumping and dumping stuff on you guys. Get a good deal. Write it down right now. We want a good deal with options. That's how you make money. Get a good deal. When you get a good deal, the risk to reward will always be in your favor. Okay. So that is an example here. That's Target on today. So I got in at $2.51. Right now they're selling at $3.50. So for me personally, guys, I don't have a small account. Okay. So I like playing these for home run plays, but that's for me. But I know you can consistently hit this for 25-50% a pop because I do it all the time. But when I do it, guys, I hit it, I scale out, and then I leave the runners on for the big boys, the big plays. And eventually I want your account to be big enough where you can go ahead and do that. Okay. Now let's go to the next one, Microsoft. So as you can see in the Discord today, I did Microsoft and Target. We started off with a big list, right? And the big list I always share with the public. But when in my Discord, I pick the best because these are the people that support me. You guys have to remember, the people here are the ones that actually give a shit. So I picked the best, okay? And I knew Target I just explained to you why Target could go. Because look, the low of the first 2 hours was 213.74 exactly. And the high was 216.61. That's a rare pattern. You guys, tweezer top, tweezer bottom is one of the rarest patterns you'll ever see. Okay, so I bought, okay, so some people, let me go slowly. I'm gonna do it one more time. Actually, let's go to Microsoft. I'll explain it on Microsoft, okay? All right. Okay, so Microsoft. You guys ready? Let's pause. Hit me with a 5 if you're feeling good. You're understanding what's happening here. Hit me with a 5. When you are picking your strike, you generally want to go one strike out. But if the one strike out, if the spread is too big, like if you're looking at the bid and ask and it's too big, then you want to stay in the money. You want to stay in the money. Okay, so you have to look at the spread. If the spread is too big when you're out the money, then you don't do that. You stay in the money. Okay. All right. So let's do Microsoft now. So the first hour, we have this doji. Well, Microsoft, I don't scan in the first hour. I wait until it's closed because I'm looking for consolidation. I'm looking for cheap premiums. All right. So a big spread is an example. It depends on the stock price, but if the spread is more than 5 or 10% or 15% wide, then you know that it's too big. Okay. So the next bar comes in here, guys. Boom, inside bar. So we have an inside bar right now, guys. So what does that inside bar do? That inside bar means from 10:30 to 11:30, we traded inside of the previous bar's range. And because we traded inside of the previous bar range, we are decaying the option premium because the options want to break out. Options want to make a move. But if you don't make a move, then we're going to decay. And that is exactly why I look for these patterns, because I want a good deal. I don't care. The stock could go to $5 million. It does not matter. I'm always hunting for good deals. When you hunt for good deals, that's how you always can end up positive, because you're not overpaying. So the next candle comes in here, guys. Boom. Now this one right here is what was my trigger. So you could see here, guys, we had another rare pattern. We had an inside bar, and right after that inside bar, guys, check this out. The high of the 11:30 and the 10:30 bar was exactly 306.55. It was exactly 306.55. So again, I saw that resistance at 306.55, and this is what I did right here, guys. So for this one, I didn't wait for the close. I didn't wait. I just hit the short button because I knew that this inside bar, once we started pushing back down here, I knew that we had a tweezer top protection here for my stop loss. And then once we start coming down here, bam, I hit the puts. Okay. So let me show you what I got on that. So I got the Microsoft. So, okay, another thing is I always do the same week expiry for day trades. Okay. So Microsoft January 28th, 302.5 puts. I got in at 377, guys, and they went to a high of 586. All right. And right now they're trading at $4.20. Okay. So that's another 25-50% winner. And that's all happening in one day. And I'm not taking any heat on these plays, guys. I'm not taking any heat. All right. And if I do take heat, I have my 25%, 50% stop loss, or I use the candlestick and I get out. So this one, we can see what happened here. The played out. Bam. Beautiful. So we had that push through. Bam, bam, bam. A little bit of, consolidating at the end. But we got this leg right here, guys. Going to take you for 30, 40, 50%. Clean. All right. So those were today. That was Microsoft and Target. I explained the concept. I explained how we look for cheap option premiums. And I put up $377 for this trade. That's it. $377. You guys can do it, but you just misguided, because a lot of you guys are under that influence of, I got to buy Amazon for $5,000, Tesla, this and that, or I got to buy at the all-time highs because it's going higher, because there's FOMO. And that's what this industry promotes, because that's what sells. FOMO sells because it makes people feel desperate. I'm trying to show you guys a strategy that's going to take time and effort to grow your small account, and that's not sexy. But the real people that want to hear the truth, this is for you. Okay? So I did Microsoft and I did Target, and I want to do two more to give you guys a little bit more guidance. Okay? I'm going to go, this is the 1 hour chart. I want to do Chewy and Baba, which were my big home run plays. And then we can go into SPY. But please go ahead and hit me with a 7 right now. And then we'll proceed with that. Like, hit me with a 7. Are you okay? You understand what we're talking about here? We're looking for cheap deals. Okay? We want cheap option premiums. We're looking for a consistent 25 to 50% return. And we're trying to keep it simple. Okay? It's not going to be the sexiest in the world, but I came to this game to make money. And I'm sure that most of you are. Some of you aren't, but most of you are here for that. Okay, let's continue. So the biggest one this week was Chewy and also Baba, right? Okay, so Chewy started off at the beginning of the week. So let me go ahead and draw you. And guys, like I said, all of these I post in my Discord. They're called out for my members with detail, etc. Okay. So the first thing here, guys, first bar of the week, a beautiful outside bar. So the outside bar to me, it really helps me to look for good patterns because I understand that the outside bar breaks the previous candle's high and it breaks the previous candle's low. So that right there is telling me that there's a lot of trap traders. And then we get this beautiful pattern, guys. This is just an exceptional pattern. This is a double inside bar. So this is 1230 and Chewy has done nothing but going sideways. So right when this happens here, guys, let me see if I can find the original post right here, guys. So Chewy, $1.40 to $4. Boom, boom, boom. Here is my P&L. Really good. Chewy was nice. So right here, guys, what do you think happened to these option premiums? What do you think happened to these option premiums? We went, look how tight. You see how tight this range is, guys? What's this range here? This range is 80 cents, 75 cents. For 1 hour, we're moving 75 cents worth. So what do you think is going to happen to the calls and the puts? What's going to happen, guys? Tell me. The puts and the calls, both of them, the premium is going to get hit. So now we come in, we're snipers, we come in, we have the pattern there. And all we do here, guys, if it breaks the high, I'm going to go long. If it breaks the low, I'm going to go short. Now check this out. Okay, we get filled. That's your 25 to 50% right there. This is your 100% return. Okay, and then boom, check this out. Let me fast forward. Bam. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely. Just write this down. This is art. We look for cheap premiums. These are the patterns. We're looking for the inside bars and the outside bars, trading wars patterns. Make sure that premiums are decayed, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go ahead and take the break. Okay, I have a small risk here. If it doesn't work, I'm going to cut it. But my upside is huge. You write that all down. So Chewy was the big boy this week, guys. We took it from $1.45 to like $5. And this strategy, the only problem with this strategy, guys, is if you scan, you're going to get hundreds of stocks. But you need to play the ones that have good spread, that have good volume, that have been traded consistently. And that's my job. My job is to narrow down the list. All right? That's my job. And as you trade longer and longer and longer, you're going to go ahead and be able to get more experience and know which ones you want to play. So for these, I do a mixture of conditional orders, but I also just buy. I buy at the mid price. So I'll look at the bid and ask and I'll buy. So these are not just conditional orders. These are also just live orders. I'm just taking them, okay, depending on the spread. I have my own scanners that I built, okay, my own scanners. I built them in Thinkorswim. They're in my Discord. If you join my Discord, you get them for life, okay? Next one, Baba. This is the last one, and then we're going to move on. All right. So Baba, guys, same thing. So I'm going to hit the replay, but this is a different pattern. And just remember, guys, let me tell you something, man. I want to talk to you as a friend. I just created this not too long ago. And you know the reason why I did it, guys? I'm going to tell you something straight up. The reason why I did it is because I'm always trying to get better. I've been doing the trigger method for a long time, and everybody in the community started copying me. Literally copying my picks, everything exactly. And you know what? I said, listen, I'm the leader of this industry. Anytime I do something, people copy me. So it's time for me to grow. It's time for me to push myself. And I sat down for at least 300, 400, 500 hours to come up with this. And I sat down and I said, okay, what do we need for options? We need a good deal. How do I get a good deal? Consolidation. How can I do that during the day? Let me go to the hourly chart. Let me look at my patterns, inside bars. These are all the fundamentals that got me where I am today. And we're only going to get better. And people are going to keep copying me and keep trying this and keep doing it. And I'm always going to be one step ahead. You mark my words, guys. I will always be one step ahead because this is my life. This is what I'm obsessed with. This is what I do. All right. Let's continue. Boom. All right, so Baba, again, we started off with an outside bar. And that right there, I love when we start off with an outside bar because I know that people went long and short. So I know there's people trapped in that candle. So when there's people trapped in the candle, that is going to give me a good opportunity to take the plays. All right. The next bar comes in, tight, small inside bar, guys. Look at this range right here. Okay, look at this range. It's so tight. Look at this. It's like what? Not even $1. So that's 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour of not doing nothing. Nothing. So what do you think is going to happen to the option premiums? Option premiums getting crushed. The calls, the puts, they're all getting crushed. So what do? We come in here. All right, Baba, I see you. Okay, short below, long above. Bam. Filled short. Okay. All right. Filled short. Right there, that move right there, guys, at the low is about 20%. But for this one specifically, I swinged it. I swinged it only because Baba is a type of stock, like this goes back to what I say about understand the stock. Baba is a type of stock that gaps down all the time. It gaps. It just gets crushed, right? So now because I traded Baba for a long time, I understand. For Baba, I want to hold this put long as possible because Baba can pay me big time. And check this out. This is where we are now. Bam. Beautiful. Okay? That's where we are right now, guys. Okay, no hindsight bullshit. Everything called out live in my room. I have all the evidence here, guys. Stop posting hindsight charts and talking about it. Do it in the moment. Show your P&L. Okay? Stop the games. Stop confusing people. So here we go. Let me tell you what I did for Baba. So January 28th, 119 puts. I got in at 368, and right now they're at 720. Okay, so that's a basically double up. 368 to 720. So I put in $368. That's it. $368 made 720. Well, let's see if I can get some more tomorrow. We're going to see. Okay. So $368. This is how you grow small accounts, guys. Remember, you grow small accounts by looking for a good damn deal, period. You can't even afford to buy options on the way up because it's going to be too expensive. You need to look for a deal. That's the truth about option trading. You got to wait till it consolidates. You have to be a sniper. You can't afford to take big risks. You will lose your account. I have lost it before. And this is why we're here today. Okay. All right. So that's it for the stocks. Those are the big highlights. I did take 2 losers. Well, they're not really losers yet because we still have tomorrow to play out. But so far, I'm down 50% on Bank of America and Morgan Stanley. Okay. So just to be fully transparent with you guys, but the winners have more than paid for those. All right. So now hit me with a 9 if you're ready. I'm going to just do something really crazy right now. And I'm going to show you guys some very crazy things on SPY today. And it's going to be intense. So just hit me with a 9 if you're ready. And I'm a little bit tired now. It's already 30 minutes in, but I have to do this for the people. I have to. All right, let's do this. Let's go to SPY now. SPY is just another animal. And I need you to remember that. SPY, you can grow a small account. I've taken 5,000 to 80,000 on SPY using futures contracts. I'm going to show you guys everything right here. So put on your seatbelt, strap it in, and let's step into the war zone. All right. So first thing, come to the market, and we must draw the previous day's high and low. This is for SPY. Okay, I'm not talking about stocks. This is what I do for SPY. So I'm going to hit the replay, and we're going to walk through everything. So the first thing is the SPY VIP. I have my own alerts room where I talk through everything. And I'm going to walk you through what I said and also to show you the evidence that I'm actually saying this in real time and not just saying it here. So the first thing is, where are we? Sorry, we are here. Okay, so inside open again, guys. Let's be really careful here. Could be another chop day. I'm going to pass on the opening range breakout and size down. Might be better sit on hands. Let's see. So right off the bat, guys, I understood that we most likely can have an inside day today. What does an inside day means? It means that we're not going to break this red line or this red line. Instead, we probably might stay inside of it for the whole day. Let me just fast forward right now and just show you guys. You see that? That is an inside day. And if I go to the daily chart here, that is what it looks like, an inside bar. Okay, you follow me there? Now let's go back. So the first thing that I did, guys, was I passed on the opening range breakup. Did not take that. So we have the first 5-minute bar here. I'm just being very patient. Let the market do its thing, okay? The first thing I noticed was this right here, this wick. And what this is, guys, is a 618 Fibonacci. So if I take, this is the morning leg I talk about in my Fibonacci book, okay? This might be a little bit advanced, but bear with me because you're going to see the truth, okay? So we had a low and a high. We had this leg in the morning. This is a push up. We pull back right here, guys, okay, to the 618 right there, okay? So now, right when I saw this, I'm like, okay, there's algos in here today. That tells me. It tells me that there's algorithms trading here. I could see it. Look at the size of this candlestick wick and look at how it touches the 618 and pops. So now I'm saying, okay, we are algorithm style, Fibonacci style today. That's what we're going to be doing. And you're going to see how I use that knowledge to make money today. Now watch this. So now with this 618, we're likely to make a new high. There we go. Here's our new high. Once we made the new high, guys, we started to reverse. And this is where I drew the next Fibonacci leg because I understand the fibs are in the game today. Okay, so I took this Fibonacci from the high to the low, and you're going to see how beautiful this is here, guys, because we come back up and we push back right to the 618. And look what happens here, guys. We pop a little bit higher, and then we have this inside bar. Beautiful. So the inside bar is one of our go-to trading strategies. It's very simple, right? So my brother, he took this one right here and he just went long when it broke the high and he made his money. So let me just show you that. So my brother is doing a small account challenge in the Discord to help people. So this was the one that he took long and he made $67. Okay. So that was the first inside bar. Boom, pop up. Now we come back to the fib. Now here's this inside bar. So this one, I love it because the inside bar means we're consolidating again. And then we're hitting the 786 so I could see the algorithm again. So all we did here, guys, was we just took this short. Once it broke the low, watch this now. Boom, it broke the low right there. In short, stop up above the Fibonacci level. And then let me hit that. Bang. Beautiful. Textbook. Love it. See that, guys? That short right there, stop above that. That's a Fibonacci play with an inside bar. That's a high probability trade. And let me talk to you about small accounts now, okay? So you might be saying, like, how can I trade SPY with a small account? So here, my brother is using one micro contract to trade these setups. And one micro contract is probably going to be about $1,500 worth of margin that you need. You need a $1,500 account to trade futures. Like with good brokers, guys. I'm not promoting brokers that I don't know. I use interactive brokers and it's about $1,500. It could be less during day, maybe about $1,000. That's the capital that you need, right? So that was the long and this was the short. Where's the short? I think he posted it on his channel. Hold up, let me get it. Yeah, so also make sure you're following this account, this channel, TWIIB. This is my brother. He's posting the broker statements every day and showing you. So here we go. So this was the short and he made $92. And that's why I came up with the idea today, guys, 150 bucks. 150 bucks. This is $150 on a small one contract, only one micro contract, micro. Okay. You could easily do 2, 3, 4, 5 of these a pop very easily, but I'm training him with one and he's just doing that for the next few months. Okay. So that, guys, beautiful inside bar, just crushed it, guys. And you'll see here, I have my own trading bot that calls out the shorts. You see this right here, SPY 5-minute inside bar. Okay. And I also have my commentary on top of that. So we have a whole powerful system here. It's a system. That's what it is. Okay, guys? So that's the fib. And I really, really want you guys, I encourage you guys, please understand the Fibonacci when you are trading. If you don't, the Fibonacci is like magical lines. That's the only time I'm going to say that. But you have to understand how to use them. All right, guys. So there we go. So that's SPY I hope that I think I covered everything that I want to talk about. Let me go back to my original list and just make sure I'm also, let me see here. So I wanted to say small account challenge, midday scans, triggers and automation, cash account, 25, futures trading on SPY, no PDT, MES, Fibonacci, small. Yes. So when you trade futures contracts, guys, there's no PDT. And I wrote that down for you guys, my friends here that are struggling with PDT. There's no PDT for futures contracts, and the taxes on futures are cheaper. So there's this, it involves margin. Don't get me wrong. It does. But there's no PDT. And if you have a stop loss, you protect yourself, you do what you got to do, you should be okay. Okay. And then there's also swing trades. And the swing trade is the last phase here, guys. And this is more for people that just do not have the time to look at the chart, period. And these are my results here for January. And these are all fully automated swings. You could see the recent one that we had here, guys, was Kraft Heinz Corp short $1 to $1.78. We had some partials here up here on Apple, not much here. And then we had a decent one on KO. And you can always use these with shares or with options. And then this one is for like the person that cannot look at the screen at all. Okay. There, I feel like I've covered you guys and everything that I can for small accounts. I've given you the best strategies that I have and all the knowledge that I have, guys. And you can do it. And I've done it, guys. I've done it before with micro future contracts. And my brother's, he's going to do it too. So if you want to follow the journey, make sure you follow along, guys, because we're trying to change the game. We're not trying to stay behind. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Please hit me with a 10 if you enjoyed it and if you learned something. Hit me with a 10. Hit me with a 10 if that was good and you got it. And always make sure, guys, you're following my Twitter because I always post those pics. I post those pics. We're ready to go. And then look for the midday scans because the midday scans, guys, I share them with you guys. They're here. Okay. They're here. They're ready. Only if, I'm going to be very clear on this, only if you gain value from me, then I would ask you kindly, guys, to purchase a copy of one of my 3 books, my Fibonacci book, my SPY book, or my stock book, if you got value from me. And if you learn something, if I help you make money, if I help you protect your capital, please go ahead and support me. Grab one copy of any one of these books. Okay, these are amazing books that I've wrote, guys. We're talking about 70, 80, 90 pages a pop with lots of charts for your education. And the bonus is you get 1 month for free in any one of the rooms. So I have 2 rooms, a stock room and a SPY room. And if you get any one of those books, you get 1 month for free. Okay, that's all I'm asking in return. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. Let's do this. If you enjoyed the small account, let's do a giveaway first. So I noticed that we had 200 people here almost to the end. We're at 199 right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway to support you guys that are here. But let's do the giveaway right now. Okay. So this is what we're going to do here. How do I do this? Okay. I'm going to pick a giveaway based on a comment. Okay. So I'm going to do a random number generator and I'm going to pick a giveaway based on the comment. So I'm going to end the broadcast here and comment on anything that you like from this video. Comment on anything that you learned in the comment section. And then right after, I'll give it the rest of the night. So I'll let anyone who's missing it watch it. And then tomorrow's stream, I will announce the winner. Okay. And just remind me, guys, so I don't forget. But, just when you come on tomorrow, just say giveaway, and we'll get it done. All right. So thank you so much for your time, man. This is coming from the bottom of my heart. And I really want you guys to succeed because, I've come from tough times in my life and I come from immigrant families, so I know what it is. We're all trying to make it. And there's a lot of bullshit out there. And I want to be the change you want to see, guys. Thank you very much. Take care.